So, our next reader is Genie Dalloway. According to Genie's Twitter bio, which I checked out earlier, they are a local fen, surrealist, envy, virtual reality demon poet, full-time rascal and part-time sleep enthusiast. Genie's dad says, Genie's writing is like being clocked over the head with a wheel of hard cheese, but without the maturity, roundness, or any semblance of it being a luxury product. Welcome, Genie!
Because I grew up in central London, I have a really kind of strong idea that I can get around and not get lost, and then when I do get lost, I'm really surprised. And so I wrote a poem about getting really, really severely lost for about 4 hours. Yeah. 2019.
Start at the beginning again.
At the beginning, okay. Oh darling, my darling, parishes have left pictographic scrapes on the curb, cat claw clutching, little carved drifter markings, usually a cross with points. A hieroglyphic catchment area that partitions the soul. Cast aside, avenues and yards that create quiet borders, with a velvet smooth partition, good schools, bake sales, curated guilt, tenement violence. There's been an anger in the brickwork as long as there's been a London. Risen tarmac from a Blair-era tree that outgrew the flagstone serves as a semi-organic speed bump for bicycles and a thrilling shift in typography for my body in drunken momentum. I stupor over steeples, moving over uneven ground and getting momentarily giddy can give a hint of the beyond, like the calm voice from the Headspace meditation app. Subplot. When you've been drinking, it's like your body demands the extra oxygen and one connects the dizzying rush of the meaty concerta bellows with a touch of extra air for the too thin blood, with the caprice and the calm of successfully meditating using the Headspace meditation app. Homes made in malted yellow brick, seen through Vaseline lenses, through halo-like lampposts, through fog that angels both secrete and emerge from. Push my body front to back, 2 times a second front to back, that cadmium yellow, each brutal beam into the faint outline of my broken body, another jaunty angle, the way that athletes do on a field at night, that little X around their silhouette that waves and contorts as they run. Oh darling, my darling. My arms swing inert, shadows lose a limb, my shadows die as mayflies die, that rapid day-night cycle, wet, bewildering and alien, a comfort, treat me like living treats a mayfly, like living in friendly hostile architecture would. Like the blue rough sleep prevention lights when you don't have to sleep there would. Bodies cleave through spaces, cleave through bodies. Mayflies touch and die, and that my 3 a.m. body doesn't even touch another body, and the Camberwell concrete doesn't touch another body. Do you know that the council installs blue hostile lighting by warm air ducts? By benches? By street-facing backs of room-sized, body-sized industrial refrigerators, by swimming pool outlets, by bodies. By bodies, by blue lights where they've replaced the pictographic scars which once gave mandate to those same angry bricks. A priest kindly kennel. Blue lights which come in the same year-long span as Edison bulbs. London to the seagulls is laser cut in blue. Blue streets often seen from the same sky where barrage balloons perch, daylight seeps through Endell Street. Performance concept. A body wrapped in Itsu boxes is resting on a Camden Council blue hostile light and is shrouded in diffused chlorine scent from a Muji diffuser, and remains motionless while Death Grips plays from a giant untended succulent in a nearby concrete bowl. It's a public-private arts initiative. Public-private bodies moving through public-private spaces. My drunk body is moving faster now, a visual stammer casting the loping mass, my personal hole in the universe, my little photon blockage. A paper cutout on even softer concrete slabs. Fun fact, if you stare at the blue hostile architecture lights, it's the slow sink of a come down. It's trying to discern the exact horizon at sea. It's the sensation of trickled atrophy in the face of an open leak of serotonin. Somewhere in your public-private body, my public-private body leaning in, a private shadow pushing back, my body letting go and giving you the reins. Is it okay that I get subby when I think about Camden Council? Poet's suggestion, try not to think about any major decisions and get home before the Ritalin kicks in. Thank you.